Good evening, students. We'll start in 1 minute. Let others also join. So let's start. In today's session, we will see exercise 3.2. It's the graphical method because in 3.2 we have it's the graphical solution. So here I have shared my screen. 3.1 and 3.2 are the two exercises which will come in this Sunday exam, Sunday test. And 3.2 will have more questions. 3.2, 60% questions from exercise 3.2 and from exercise 3.1, 40%. 3.2 is new one, so 60%. So here we can see we have this graphical method of solution of pair of linear equations. We also have seen how to solve graphically, but in second we can say exercise is mainly based on graphical solution only. Here we will solve first one question, example number 4, and these three conditions we have seen many times, that if a1 by a2 not equal to b1 b2, so intersecting lines and unique solution. Coincident lines, intersecting lines will be like this, both will intersect at a point, and coincident lines will be coinciding with each other, means both lines will overlap on each other, so coincident lines, correct. So when it will be, this will be infinite many solutions, a1 by a2 equal to b1 b2 equal to c1 by c2. For parallel lines, these lines will be parallel, so a1 by a2 equal to b1 b2 not equal to c1 by c2. These three conditions you know because many times you have seen. Intersecting will give unique solution. Always you have to write because writing is important for this long time retention. Coincident means we have infinite many solution ns, and parallel no solution ns. Okay. Now we'll see example 4. Check graphically whether the pair of equations, this and this, first one is x plus 3y equal to 6, 2x minus 3y equal to 12 is consistent. Okay. If so, solve them graphically. If so, solve them graphically. So example 4, let me write here. Example 4, question is x plus 3y equal to 6. X plus 3y equal to 6, and second one is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. 2x minus 3y equal to 12. X plus 3y equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y equal to 12. Now we have to first check whether the given pair of linear equations are consistent or not. If they are consistent, then we have to solve graphically. Okay. So this is first equation and this is second equation. So what is best suited method of solving? Solving means to find the values of x and y. Check graphically whether they are consistent, so solve them graphically. Solve means to find the values of x and y. So what is the best method? Graphically we have to solve, but I think best method is to first check whether it is consistent or not. So first we write a1 by a2 value. A1 is here 1, b1 is 3, c1 is 6. Also we can write not from 6 or minus 6. Let us take minus 6 because this we can write in standard form. X plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0, not an issue. And for second equation, 2x minus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. So c1 is minus 6. Similarly, A2 is 2. Any you find difficulty, then please ask immediately. B2 is -3 and C2 is -12. Now we'll check A1 by A2 value. A1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Okay. B1 by B2 is 3 by -3, that is equal to -1. Here only we will stop, because A1 by A2 is not equal to A1 by 2, not equal to B1 by B2. They are not equal. Yes. So, right. So lines will intersect and we'll have unique solution. We'll write in bracket unique solution. Good. So unique solution will be the value and unique solution, and we can also write, hence we can say lines will intersect, because see, both the equations will give these lines. From this equation we can say line L1, from this equation line L2 will come. So lines will intersect at a point, we got the, and we have unique solution. So unique solution means one solution will get, and for infinite solution also the pair of linear equations are consistent. So we can write pair of linear equations are consistent. We can write pair of linear equations as consistent, because for unique solution, infinite, many solution, if we have unique solution, infinite, many solution, then pair of linear equations are consistent. We can write hence pair of linear equations are consistent. One more thing here. So we know this pair of equations will be consistent because we are getting unique solution and lines will intersect at a point, and that point will be the solution point. That point will be a solution point. Now question comes to, we will draw the graph, this lines L1, L2, and we'll find that intersection point, or shall we use shortcut method to find x and y value? Because when we get x and y value, then we know the answer, and in graph also just we have to show, we can plot. So I will recommend that now we can find this x and y value from the shortcut method in the graph. Somewhere we can find, because when we get x and y value, then things become very easy. So first equation is x plus 3y equal to 6, and this equation we can use x plus 3y 6, and here 2x minus 3y equal to 2. Equations are also very simpler. So these two equations simply we can add, because we know elimination method. We can eliminate y term, so just we can add. So plus 3y minus 3y, they will cancel each other. This will be 3x, because 2x, nothing is given here, that means x. 2x plus x 3x equal to 18. So this implies x equal to 6. X equal to 6. Good. X we got 6, and we can put x value in any one of the equation to get the y value. Let me take this first equation. So x plus 3y equal to 6. X was 6 plus 3y equal to 6. So 6 will go in right hand side, this 6. So 3y equal to 6 minus 6 equal to 0. So it means 0 by 3 will also be 0. So y will be 0. So we got these points, x as 6 and y is 0. So this now very much clear, x we'll get 6 in graph also, y is 0. Means this is the intersection point. Now we can start drawing the graph, because when you know x and y value, then things are very clear. So first equation once again I will write. Now we will start how to draw. We start drawing the lines. So first one is x plus 3y equal to 0. For this equation, this was first equation. So we'll draw a table, same method, and we'll take 2 points, because with the help of minimum 2 points, we can draw a line x, y. Let us take x value 0. 0 is very easy to take 0. So y will be 0 plus 3y equal to 6. Y will be 2. Not a problem. And let this point be A. Now second time, one more point we want to take. let me take the value of x as 3. Let me take value of x as 3. So 3 is more easier. 3 plus 3y equal to 6. So 3y will be equal to 6 minus the 3. So y will be equal to 1. This can be point B. Now this we got for from this table on we get line L1. And one more equation we have, that is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So this equation will take now 2x minus 3y equal to 12. This is equation 2. And for this equation, we'll draw one table. And this will be line L2, correct? X, y value. Now x value, we can take 0 again. Because this y value is easier when we take x value 0. So 0 minus 3y equal to 12. So y will be not 4 minus 4. Y will be minus 4 because minus sign is there. So 12 by 3, 4 minus 4. And now let me take x value as can we take 3 again? 3 to the 6. Now we can take 3. So if we take x value 3, so 3 to the 6 minus 3y equal to 12. So this minus 3y will be equal to 12 minus 6, 6. So y will be minus 2, y will be minus 2, y will be minus 2. So we will take points such that now we have maximum value 3, 4 up to 4. That is good thing because we have to plot also. So plotting will be easier when we have maximum value of x and y 4 or less than 4. So these are 4 points A, B, C, D. Now coming to the graph paper, the XY plane, we can have this will be y, x, x, y, x axis, y axis 0. Here we can write positive because x is positive, y is positive. And here will be y dash. 1 second. Y dash is negative and x dash is negative. Y dash negative, x dash negative. We'll take equal gap. 1 centimeter you can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, minus 4, minus 2 also there. Minus 4, minus 2, okay. Minus 4, minus 2. Okay. So in negative also up to minus 4 you have to take. No problem. See. So it will be 0, then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. These are the 4 points in negative side. Now, this is a clip, plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. First point is 0, 2, 0, 2. So 0, 2 will be x0, y2. So x0 means y at y-axis, x0 means at y-axis, 0, 2. So this is point A is over. Okay. We plotted this a point 0, 2. 0, 2 means x is 0 means y-axis, at y-axis at a distance of 2 units. 3, 1. 3, 1. X will be 3, y will be 1. Here we can plot. Here we can plot x, y1, x3. Right. 3, 1. So first equation, where this will be the line, we can join these 2 points first, and then we can extend in both the directions. With the help of scale, you can join. Now where this will cut y-axis, where this will cut x-axis at 6. And because at x-axis y 0, at x-axis this y will be 0. So x plus 0 will be 6, x equal to 6. So at this now 6.6 will be the passing point of this line. So this will be like this. Correct. We can plot, we can see where this will cut the x-axis because at x-axis y 0, at x-axis y 0, this y term will be 0, x equal to 6. This will pass through 6. So this is line L1. and 2 points were point A 0,2, point B 3,1. We got this line from first equation. To first equation we write here x plus 3y equal to 6. X plus 3y equal to 6. Now first line, all the task is over. Now we draw second line, that is L2. So for second line, we can note the points C and D, just 2 points we have to plot. So C is 0, minus 4. This is the point for C, 0, x and y minus 4. Always x first, then y. 0, minus 4, x 0, y negative minus 4 here. It will be 0, minus 4. 0 means x 0 means y axis. At y axis, at a distance of 4 units in negative direction. So 0, minus 4. 3, minus 2 is another point. 3x, y minus 2. 3x, y minus 2 here. x3, y minus 2. Okay, good. Now we can, this was the line. We can check from here. 1 second. We can check from here. This line will, we can join these 2 points. And from the equation only we can check this will pass the x-axis where, while passing x-axis, this y term will be 0. So y, because it will pass, it will cut x-axis. So at x-axis, y term is 0. At x-axis, y is 0. So y0, suppose this is the point. So this is point 1, 0 means y0. At this point, this is suppose minus 1. So at this point, x is minus 1, y is 0. At this point, x is minus 2, y is 0. That's why at x-axis, y is 0. So y0 term, x will be 6. So this will pass through this point, 6, 0. So always we can see where this line will cut. And backward direction also we can extend. So this was the line. And so this was the point C, 0, minus 4, D point 3, minus 2, line L2. So both the lines are intersecting or meeting or intersecting at a point, this point 6, 0. So this intersection point will be the solution. X equal to 6, y equal to 0. X equal to 6, y equal to 0 are the, we can say, solution values of the given pair of linear equations. Suppose you want to write scale. So scale will be 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter and we have taken as 1 unit. So x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Y-axis same, 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. So this is the proper, we can say, solution for the given equations. Take a snapshot, then we'll see next question. With the help of scale, you can join, then you will get a straight line. Any doubt, then please ask. Especially new students, Adityan, Srija, Uddhav.
Understood, sir.
Understood. Good. Actually, now, most important is to practice. Practice by yourself. Then only you will be able to this writing examinations. So as a homework, see now, as a you have to, because we have to first be honest with ourselves, then with others. So honestiness, try to solve all examples and exercise question by yourself. And anywhere you find difficulty, then please ask in class. And this is example number 4 from the textbook. X we got 6 and y 0. So normally by elimination method or substitution method we will find, then drawing the graph will be much easier because already, and this is the proper format of writing, because now after getting the answer value, then also you have to check, or you can say you have to read the solution, whatever they have given in this NCERT textbook. So this type of table, graph, equation line, line L1, L2, intersection point A, B, C, D. These points you have to plot similar way. Then only you will get full out of full marks. Now one more question we'll see Fifth one is the last question, fifth, sixth. Okay, so fifth one I think is this now. You no need to do draw graph. Just from the question you can see whether it is unique solution or this now infinite solution or no solution. Fifth one, everyone will try. Graphically, find whether the following pair of equations has no solution. No solution, unique solution, or infinite many solutions. See, graphically they are saying, but we can use this A1 by A2 ratio B1 B2 and C1 by C2 to know the type of lines, whether they are intersecting or they are parallel or whether they are coinciding, means they are overlapping one over the other. Check and let me know. You can use chat option. Which type of solution it is? Three options we have: no solution, or unique solution, or infinite many solutions. Tell me your answer. No solution. Okay, Steve. What about others? Srija, infinite number of solution. Okay, good. Adityan, what is your answer? Tanvi, infinite many solution. Okay, good. Tanvi. Adityan, please type your answers. Or you can speak also. Katusha, Madhav, infinite solution. Okay, good. Who's remaining? Katusha, your answer is pending. And Ashish also and Adityan. Please, Pratibha, infinite. Open board. So you have to actively participate for yourself, because then only I will come to know you are getting or not. Okay, see. Answer 5. Simply we can say A1 by A2 ratio will check. A1 is 5. A1 is values associated with X. And this number A2 is 3. So 5 by 3. Good, comma. B1 by B2. B1 is -8. B1 and B2 are values associated with Y. B1 -8. B2 -24 by 5. We can simplify this equation. First minus minus cancel. And this 5 will go up. How we can write 8 into 5 by 24. This will 5 will go up because this it's in denominator. Denominator will go in numerator. So 8 3s are 24, 5 by 3, and at the end we have C1 and C2. So C1 by C2 will be equal to 1 by 3 by 5. Again, the denominator will go up 5 by 3. Hence, all are equal. So we can write A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. equal to 5 by 3. So from property we know infinite many solutions, and from these three options infinite many solutions, infinite many solutions, infinite many solutions, is we write lines will coincide, lines will coincide. Rough diagram you can draw. Suppose this is line L1, so line L2 will also lie overlapping this line L1, line L2 like this. Okay. So these type of solutions we will get. Now coming to the answer what they have written. So plot few graphs and verify your result. No problem. So both the lines will coincide one over the other. That means we have this one lines will coincide and we have infinite many solutions. So you can draw. Otherwise, let me try. We can draw quickly as soon as possible. 5x minus 8y plus 1. Okay. See. Let me quickly draw for all of you. Answer number. This is second example. Example 5. First one is 5x minus 8y plus 1 equal to 0. 5x minus 8y plus 1 equal to 0. And second equation is 3x minus 24 by 5. 3x minus 24 by 5y and plus 3 by 5 equal to 0. Plus 3 by 5 equal to 0. So one equation, this is equation 2. For one first equation, we'll draw one table. Try to find 2 points, minimum 2 points we want, x, y. First take x value as you can say 2, no, 1 second, 3, 4. When the points will come in decimal, we can say not so easy values. X value we can take suppose 1. So y will be like you see. So the x value if you take 1, so this will become 5 1 ja 5, 5 1 ja 5 minus 8y plus 1 equal to 0. So this will be 6 minus 8y equal to 0. So 8y equal to 6. This 8y will go right hand side. So y will be 6 by 8, that is 3 by 4. These are not basically we can say easy values. 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is how much? 0.75. 0.75. One more point we can take. Suppose 0 also we can take, but see 0 will give x value 0. Y value we can take 0. Y value suppose we have taken 0. So x value will be how much? Y value 0. So 5x minus 0 plus 1 equal to 0. So 5x equal to minus 1. X will be minus 1 by 5. So minus 1 by 5 will be x value. Minus 1 by 5 is basically minus 0.2. Now if we consider this second equation, similar nature of points will get x value, y, take this x value equal to 0. Y value 0 first because y is bulky term. Let us take y value 0. So put y0 here, so this will become 3x minus 0 plus 3 by 5 equal to 0. So 3x equal to this 3 by 5 will go in right hand side minus 3 by 5. Again cancel, 3 cancel. X will be equal to minus 1 by 5, same value. X will be minus 1 by 5, same term. Here also we are getting. So let this point be A, B, C, and this will be D. One more point we can take. This time we can assume x value 0. Let us take x value 0. So if you take x0, so 0 minus 24 by 5 y plus 3 by 5 equal to 0. So this becomes this 24y by 5 will go in right hand side. 24y by 5 equal to 3 by 5. 5 cancel. So y will be equal to 3 by 8. 3 by 24. 3 by 24 And what is the value of 3 by 24? That is equal to 1 by 8. So suppose x value is 0, so y will be 1 by 8. What is 1 by 8? 0 0.10. So 8 1 is 8, and 2 will be remaining 2 0 20, 8 2 is 16, 4 will be remaining 4 0 40. So this much value. Very basically very small values. Try to draw the graph. This one from yourself. Take some other points because 0.125, 0.75 is, we can say, more, we can say, this is a very small term. So we'll try to take values this one which are more, we can say, easy to plot on the graph paper. We can take this point. This is fine. 0.2 we can plot. 0.2 means 0.2 centimeter means 2 mm. 0.2 centimeter means 2 mm. But 3 by 4 and 1 by 8 will be more, we can say, difficult. So we can take some other points. Try from your side and let me know if you get or not. But the graph will be coinciding. That we know from the nature of the equation. Now coming to, we can say, last question, last example. Because after that we have exercise questions, like exercise 3.2. From exercise also we have seen already second question in our previous class. Second questions we have seen this part and this part. Third question also we have seen, and fifth one also we have seen. Fifth one also in one batch, not in your batch, I think. Last batch I think. So try this question first, fifth one, and then we'll see this one, example number 6. Try to solve this question. Very easy. What problem, but we can solve. And let me know the answer in chat. Fifth one is for all of you. Let me explain this question. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden. So rectangular garden we have. So not full perimeter, half perimeter, whose length is given 4 meters more than the width, is 36. So half of the perimeter is 36. Find the dimensions of the garden. So dimensions of the garden will be length and width value, length and width value. Dimensions of the garden will be length and width value. So try this question and let me know the answer. What are values of dimensions? Is length and width. Okay, Srija. Thank you for sending me your answer. Okay, good, Steve. Two students got the answer. We'll discuss this question, but I want all of you to try first. Pratusha, Adityan, Ashish, Pratibha. Now, this type of questions will be there in Sunday test also. So better to practice and understand it fully. Tanvi, Uddhav, Steve, send me my answer. Okay, fine. Pratusha and other students, please send your answer. Very simple question. Okay, Tanvis. Okay, Adityan, good. So means most of you have got the answer, and that is good thing. Only Pratusha is remaining. So try Pratusha. I will give you 1 more minute. Then we will discuss. See, half of the perimeter of rectangular garden. So simply we can draw one rectangular garden, and this will be length. This is breadth or width. Half of the perimeter. So perimeter is length, we can say L, and breadth B. So this will be also L, this will be B. So perimeter will be equal to this one, L plus L means perimeter is sum of all sides. L plus L, 2L and 2B, 2L plus B. But half of the perimeter will be half of perimeter, correct, half of this value, L plus B. And L plus B is given 36 meter. Half of the perimeter is 36 value, 36 means 36 meter. Okay. And other one more equation we want to find the length and width value. This is equation 1, whose length is 4 meter more than its width. Length is more. Already from the graph, from diagram also we can see length is more than width. So we'll write two things are given, two things are connected, L and B. We write L and B here, length and breadth. And we know length is more. How much more? 4 more. So we'll put arrow up. Length is more. Arrow down. Width of breadth is small. So how much more? 4. So we have equated this as equal to. So we'll add 4 to make them equal. So L is equal to B plus 4. This is second equation. Well, length is more. So arrow up. Breadth is smaller. Arrow down. So we'll first L and B will write just because L and B are being discussed. And width or breadth is small. So we can add 4 alongside of breadth. So now these are two equations. We can use this equation to find the L and B value. So we can use substitution method simply. Just put L value 4 plus B in the first equation. So first equation was 3 L plus B equal to this one 36. L plus B equal to 36. L was 4 plus B from second equation plus B equal to 36. So this will be this one 4 plus 2B equal to 36. So 4 will go in right hand side. So 2B equal to 32. Okay. So B will be 16. 16 is 16 meter, obviously, because length and breadth are in meter. And we can put B value in the second equation to get. In any equation we can put, I will prefer second equation because it is more easier. 4 plus B. So 4 plus B is 16. That is 20 meter. So length will be 20 meter and breadth is 4 meter. If you want to check, then simply checking also very simple. Half of the perimeter, length and breadth we know. So perimeter will be twice of length, that is 20 plus 16. So half of will be 20 plus 16. Half means 2 divided by 2.